Hello friends, welcome to my channel Guru Kirpa Academy. Today we will going to discuss about the topic theory of demand. Before understanding the concept of demand, we will know the difference between the desire, want and demand. Generally we use the word demand, want and desire in place of each other. But in economics, all the three terms have different meaning. Desire. Desire is just a wishful thinking. It implies a wish to have a commodity or service. For example, let's a man has rupees 1000 in his pocket and he desired to have a motorbike. But he cannot get motorbike with this rupees 1000. So, desire is a wish to have a something or to enjoy a service. Want. A desire become want if you have means to satisfy it. Thus, effective desire is called want. Let you have enough money but you are not willing to spend it on motorbike. Then this desire will at the best be called want but not demand. Demand. Demand is different from want. Demand is effective desire or want for a commodity. The desire will become demand when you are ready to buy a motorbike at a given price and at a given point of time. Types of demand. First, income demand. When demand is related only to the income of the consumer, then it is known as income demand. Income and demand are directly related. It implies more demand at higher income and less demand at lower income. This can be explained with the help of following diagram. This diagram shows that when income is OI, then demand is OM1. When income is OI1, demand is increased from OM to OM1. Second, price demand. When demand for commodity is related to its price, then it is known as price demand. Price demand relates the quantity demand of a commodity to its price. In figure, DD's demand curve, this diagram shows that at higher price, demand is low. And at lower price, demand is high. The demand curve slopes downward from left to right. Third, direct demand. The demand for a commodity which directly satisfies human want is known as direct demand. For example, demand for water is direct demand. Fourth, derived demand. When goods are demanded for producing other goods, then the demand is known as derived demand. For example, demand for cement and brick for making house is derived demand. Fifth, joint demand. When more than one goods are demanded to fulfill one particular need, it is known as joint demand. For example, demand for car and petrol for travel, demand for ink and ink pen for writing. Sixth, cross demand. When price of one commodity influence the demand for its relative commodity, then demand is known as cross demand. Cross demand can be studied under following heads: substitute goods. Substitute goods are those which are used in place of each other. Tea and coffee are substitute goods. Cross demand for substitute goods can be explained with the help of following diagram. On y-axis, price of coffee. On x-axis, demand for tea. When price of coffee is OP, the demand for tea is OM. With rise in price of coffee from OP to OP1, demand for tea rise from OM to OM1. Complementary goods. Complementary goods are those goods which are used together to satisfy a particular want. For example, ink and ink pen are demanded together. Similarly, car and petrol are demanded together to drive. Cross demand for complementary goods can be explained with the help of following diagram. In this diagram, when the price of car rise from OP to OP1, demand for petrol decline from OM to OM1. This means when the price of one commodity increase, the demand for other will decline and vice versa. Seventh, composite demand. When one good is demanded for several uses, it is known as composite demand. For example, demand for milk for making tea, curd and coffee. Demand for coal for running train or for industrial purpose, etc. I hope that you are getting the concept very well. If you have any doubt or any suggestion, you can put it on a comment box. Thank you so much for watching.